Hello, everyone. Welcome to Salas Soccer Care. Today, I'm here with my first guest, Daniela Peschetti. She's my teammate at Farley Dickinson University. She's suffered from 3 torn ACLs and is currently going through her third one. Hello, Daniela.
Hello, all.
Okay, the first question that I had for you today was, what was the first thing that came to your mind when a doctor told you that you had torn your ACL for the first time?
When I found out the first time, when the doctor walked in, he kind of had a look on his face, and I knew a little bit, but this was the first time I was going through this, so I was trying not to think the worst. But when he told me immediately, I was shook. I didn't really have a reaction, but when he walked out of the room and gave me some space is when I started crying, and it hit me that I wasn't going to be able to play the sport I love for a year.
How was it different the second and third time?
When I found out the second and third time, I already knew how it felt, so I had that feeling that this was the same thing that I went through the first time. I knew that my ACL was torn for the second and third time, so I was more prepared for that answer.
Yeah, understandable, because you were also older. How do you manage to keep showing up for yourself mentally on the days all you wanted was quit?
I just knew that I had to do what I had to do to get back to playing soccer, so I kept showing up every day and preparing for that moment where I can get back on the field, and that's just what motivated me every single day.
Yeah, that is the right mindset.
Exactly. That's the mindset that I've taught myself through these injuries that I need to have to stay motivated so I can get back to where I want to be playing soccer.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think anybody would have that mindset the first time an injury like that happens.
Exactly.
And tell me, what other lessons have you learned?
I've learned a lot of lessons through these injuries aside from the positive mindset. I've learned to be mentally tough because it's not always a straight line going forward. There is some setbacks, so I have to learn to get through the hard days. Another lesson I have learned, I figured out what I want to do in my future. This actually has led me to my future career path of being an orthopedic physician assistant. I want to help other athletes just like the doctors and PAs have helped me throughout these injuries.
That's admirable. Okay, Daniela, one of the last things I want to talk to you about today is that when you look back at everything you've been through, it's been a very, very long journey. And as you said, it's been full with ups and downs. Ultimately, what would be the one advice you would want to give anyone who's going through an injury? Doesn't matter if it's as harsh as yours or just a new injury and it's something very new to them.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through it 3 times now. It's all a recovery of about a year. Even if the injury is not as serious, people have ups and downs with their recoveries. I would say that the best advice I would give to an athlete going through injuries is just to never give up, because giving up is not going to teach you anything in life, and you just need to learn that there is going to be obstacles thrown at you in life, and you need to just push through those in order to succeed. And that is exactly what I've done in these past 3 injuries, and I now am hopefully going to be recovering in about 6 months. I'm only 4 months post-op, but I'm hoping that I will succeed as much as I did after my 2 other injuries. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for you to come back and we get to play together again at our soccer team at Farley Dickinson University. You can watch our games at NEC Front Row anytime you want.
Yes, let's go win an NEC championship this year.
Woo! Okay, all, this first podcast comes to an end. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Daniela, for coming. I wish you the best of recoveries and can't wait to play with you again.
Thank you for having me today, Anna.
Bye!